what a fantastic open world sandbox game. This allows players to craft their own experiences as players can do almost anything. The gameplay being straightforward and providing a lot of replay value as the game provides tons of freedoms and player expression. It has dug through the hearts of many. Players have started to become crafty, placing blocks to get the high ground against zombies or other mobs. They started to gather around multiplayer servers and make mini games around the theme of building and combat. Building games such as Bed Wars is a game mode where people can bridge across to the enemy base while having a defensive fortress at their own base. Other game modes provided that sandbox environment. Devs took notes from Minecraft's popularity and started to make their own sandbox that was much more combat focused than Minecraft. I told you there was a game that combined building and combat. Wait a second as I hear you typing in the comment section. Would say that's Fortnite! Before I talk about Fortnite, if I told you there was a game before Fortnite that combined building and combat. The game I'm referring to is called Ace of Spades, or referred to as Minecraft with guns. This is a simple description of a long forgotten game. First time Ace of Spades was the first person shooter with unique features for its time. The game allows players to construct or destroy buildings. Speaking of which, destroyed buildings create a toppling effect as the structure is affected by gravity. The mechanic was ahead of its time. Uniqueness comes in play as Ace of Spades wasn't a traditional shooter, where the environment is static. It allows players to reshape the terrain in their battlefield to their liking. Players can dig tunnels, build structures, add strategic depth to the gameplay as battles take place in an ever-changing landscape. The outcomes aren't just dependent on marksmanship, but also using the tools the game provides you, such as using the modified terrain to your advantage. Despite the construction element within the game, do not compromise the experience as Ace of Spades was a fast-paced shooter and a simple one at that too. There are only 3 weapons to choose from. Time to kill was really short as it only took 2 body shots or 1 to the head. Construction or destruction in fact enhances the combat as it makes it unpredictable as someone could dig a tunnel to flank you easily and kill you. Beta of Ace of Spades has been installed 2.5 million times. This is quite impressive for a beta of a game. A large install base grabbed the attention of publishers. Them being Jagex, they're known for a little game called RuneScape. Decided to buy out the IP. I'm not here to talk about why the Jagex version flopped, as there's plenty of videos talking about that subject. I have played a little bit of the Jagex version. At the time, I didn't know about the classic version. I paid the $10 and Jagex describes it as a small offline fee. The research, and eventually I found the classic was free to play. Decided to add a class-based system into the game. They also introduced prefabrications into the game, making building a bit easier. Eventually they added a classic mode to play more like the 2011 version of the game. The game received its first paid DLC. They added a VIP mode and added 1 new gun to each class. Jagex added a map editor and made the DLC free. Another paid DLC was added. Due to a lack of players and interest by the original Ace of Spades community, Jagex shut down the server on March 1st, 2019 and took off the game on Steam. Jagex tried to make a successor called Block and Loaded. It's basically Team Fortress 2 but with sandbox elements. The game didn't gain much traction. Apparently they're making a sequel to the game. I didn't even know about until writing this paper. And eventually Fortnite. Small indie dev you probably never heard of called Epic Games made Fortnite later emerge. It came out as Save the World. A PvM game where you can build and shoot zombies. It really didn't take off. Devs took inspiration from Minecraft as they liked the building and combat aspect of that game. Eventually a new trend emerged at that time called Battle Royale took off, and Epic Games decided to have their own take on the trend. Made this small indie game into a household name. To the free-to-play and its building mechanics within Battle Royale made it more unique as players were able to build walls, stairs, roofs, and pyramids. I really do not need to explain the popularity of Fortnite. Options of editing buildings made it have endless possibilities. Editing the feature alone makes it unique as other building games you place down blocks and then break 1 or few blocks manually. Editing feature made it so that you can open a side window into a wall and allow it for shooting while having cover, or to re-edit the wall and then make it into a full-on wall. So many possibilities. The uniqueness and the skill gap it created the game's popularity, as there was a clear divide between a good player and a great player. It released turbo editing. This divide became stronger. As the name implies, it sped up building / editing and allows players to hold down their build button instead of pressing an input. One change made the divide even stronger, as players who were knowledgeable at constructing changed the battlefield to their liking. However, issues arose as many players got tired of the constant sweaty lobby. To counteract this, Epic introduced a no build mode. This was a game changer. Do not need to explain what this game mode is all about. The change was for the better, as players can focus more on gunplay. Well, I feel like the gunplay is alright in Fortnite. Personally speaking, I'd rather not deal with someone building the Eiffel Tower less than 5 seconds, as that's not really enjoyable to me, and it also became a fan favorite as well. Oh, there always will be a player base who prefers the build mode over no build. It's great to have options for players, as it creates flexibility and allows a player to play the game they want to, making it truly a sandbox game. In conclusion, Minecraft, Ace of Spades, and Fortnite have all played a distinctive role in shaping the gaming landscape. It stands as a pioneer in open-world sandbox creativity, fostering a realm of possibility. Ace of Spades, on the other hand, brought dynamic terrain manipulation into the shooter genre, producing fluidity of gameplay that resonated with its contemporaries. Forgotten, it's great to see a game that had building and shooting before Fortnite. While Fortnite emerged as a revolutionary force, transforming the battle royale genre with its innovative building mechanics, and later with its creative mode, allowing players to build their own experiences. You can appreciate how each of these games has left an incredible mark, contributing to the everlasting canvas of gaming experience. You have some news as a content creator. I decided to private 13 of my videos. The reason why is that these videos are just recapping the game with a little bit of my opinion added. I want that kind of content to be reflective of my brand, and to be honest with the audience, a lot of my uploads were just because I wanted to fill the content void. A great example of this is the Xbox Series review, as it really doesn't serve a purpose on my channel, as it's just made to fill the hole that I just mentioned. However, I do plan on reworking the Hollow Knight script and the Ori script. Better writing, it could fit into the identity of this channel. I do like talking about games that have a deeper meaning behind them, as I want to try to make more videos like that, as to me games are just more of ways of entertaining oneself. Other styles of videos I can't really make, such as the love letters, as the more I make, the less value they have, so the risk of rank to 1 will be the last one for the serial feature. Anyway, I hope you all understand for my reasoning for privating the videos, as I want to improve my content, and I do this by enjoying the content and create, and by not forcing myself to make the content that fills the void. It doesn't need to be filled in artificially.